What's up, guys? I hope you're doing well. Today we are going out and doing something super simple. We're gonna see how much money we can make. It's not complicated. I'm gonna see if I can beat my current record of $210 in one day. That's a pretty lofty goal. If you guys watched my 24-hour DoorDash challenge, you know I DoorDashed for 12 hours in a single day, made 210 bucks. I think that maybe we can beat that if we get a little bit of a better hourly rate today, but we're gonna go out and we're gonna find out. We're using DoorDash and GrubHub today. Do a little multi-apping, see if maybe that can help us break the record. And with that, all that's left to do is for you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you're sharing this video with a friend, and let's get on the road. All right, we got our first order. Let's hope it's a good one. Had to drive quite a ways to get here, so hopefully it is ready on time. We'll start off the day nice. And just like that, we are in, out, and on our way to make a fast $14. Let's go. See, a lot of people really don't like to take those longer orders that are 8, 9, 10 miles on GrubHub, but at the end of the day, I really feel like as long as it doesn't take you way out into the cow country, then you're probably good. I mean, seriously, I still stayed right near the restaurants, and it proved to work out to my advantage because I already have another order, this time a stack for DoorDash. So let's see if we can start off as well on DoorDash as we did on GrubHub, and if we do, we're gonna be making a lot of money in this first hour. All right, here's restaurant 1 out of 2. And here is restaurant number 2. This time recording from my car because when I recorded that last clip, somebody asked me, hey, what are you filming for? And I really don't want to go through that embarrassment again of having to explain. But you asked about my YouTube channel, so if you're watching this video, welcome to the channel. It was good to meet you. And thank you for making me very self-conscious. Gotta love climbing through office buildings to find a drop-off. Yeah, I got lost. And a bird pooped on my window. Good stuff. And just like that, we have gotten another order. This one isn't anything to get too excited about, but we've made $30 through our first a little bit over an hour, like an hour, 15 hour, 20 minutes, and that's something to get excited about. So we are here now at the Dunkin Donuts. I accepted this order because it brought me back to the area that I wanted to be in, so might as well make some money along the way as I'm driving. Of course, I can't show you guys every single order. That would make this video like 10 hours long because I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of driving. So from here, I'm gonna send it over to the narrator, who, if I had to guess, is probably very handsome and has a very silky smooth voice, but you find out for yourself. That Dunkin' order was actually going to a ring shop, so I was the guy in the sweatshirt walking around a bunch of people in suits. Always a good time. And the next order was to Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, I know this is going to be a hot take, but I am not a fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. Personally, I think it's pretty overrated, especially for the price. And I was especially not a fan today because the food wasn't ready anywhere close to on time. But once I did finally get the food, I was off to an amazing order from PetSmart, $14.75 to deliver one item. Yes, one item. And I kind of just assumed that this had to be some giant bag of dog food or something. And indeed, it was a giant bag of dog food. Now, the next order was kind of a frustrating one because it said I would make $7.27 to go 4.5 miles. But when I plugged it into the GPS, I was 6.1 miles away from the restaurant. I don't know how you get the mileage that wrong, but I was really frustrated about that. And not only did it end up being a total 8-mile trip, but I got stuck in traffic along the way. Not my best order of the day, but while I was driving over, I actually accepted a Chick-Fil-A order. This was the first time I'd ever accepted an order while I had an order going, and I was a little nervous because I saw a lot of red on the map, but I didn't have any problems getting the original order dropped off, the Chick-Fil-A order picked up, and I brought this to a house of people that seemed like they were pretty chill. Okay, well that was a multi-apping first for me. I have never ever accepted a delivery while I have yet to actually deliver the previous delivery. Essentially, I've never taken an order when I haven't dropped off the food from the previous order yet, and I'm not gonna lie, it went pretty smoothly. I definitely wasn't late by any means. I was pushing it, but I wasn't late. But I will say it was a little bit stressful. I wasn't sure that I was gonna make it on time to pick up that DoorDash order. Because of that, I really didn't film anything from the GrubHub order, but I just kept thinking that if something went wrong, if one single thing went wrong, if I missed the drop-off spot and I had to turn around or do anything like that, it would set me enough behind where I would be late on my DoorDash delivery. And I know a lot of people would say, you know what, that's okay to be a few minutes late, but I really care about the customer service side of this, so I'm glad it all worked out. I'd probably do it again because it did make me quite a bit of money really quickly, but it was a little bit stressful, and I'm just going to admit that. So here we are. It's now 2:30. Coming out of the lunch rush, probably going to get a little bit slower while we wait for dinner, but I feel like I've made pretty good money this far. I'm pretty sure I've made at least like $70, so that's pretty good for 3 hours, and hopefully that continues so we can hopefully break this record. After this, we went on an absolute DoorDash tear. We started off with this small Wendy's order. Always nice to visit my favorite redheaded partner. Strangely enough, the app tried to take us a 9-minute route when the drop-off was literally 1 minute away. I can't explain that one, but I'm glad I was paying attention to it. Then I got a Taco Bell order. Taco Bell is actually ready right away, and that is always appreciated. Check the GrubHub app, and there was nothing happening on there, so I just kept accepting these DoorDash offers. This one again to Taco Bell, who again had the food ready on time. You love to see that. And then I accepted this order. No, I did not accept this order. Genuinely, it makes me so sad that people actually accept these kinds of orders. To make $2.25, I mean, you would have to finish this order in what, 5 minutes for it to even be worth it, and I'm guessing the food wouldn't even be ready. So if you see these kinds of orders, please, these do not have tips on them. Do not accept them. You never want to waste your time doing those. But what I did accept was this Chick-Fil-A order. It was for $6.25, and typically those $6.25 orders are where you might see those hidden tips. So I was pretty excited, but unfortunately I did not get a hidden tip on this order. That's how it goes sometimes. The next order, however, I did get a hidden tip, and let me tell you, this was a roller coaster. Walgreens, one item for $7.75. I went running in there so excited to pick up whatever this one item was, and yeah, it was not one item. It was like 10 snacks and 3 giant packs of soda. Not only that, but this lady lived on the 3rd floor of a pretty large apartment complex, so I went running upstairs through hallways carrying all of this stuff in one trip. Again, I told you it had a hidden tip, so that was nice, but it probably wasn't worth it for how much effort I put into it. I am sweating right now. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Back to delivering food and not groceries. This was an order from a chicken and beer restaurant, and I picked up a whole lot of chicken, but not a whole lot of beer. You can see I took this very cinematic shot of me, the restaurant, and the bird poop in my window. True, just mastery right there. Dropped it off with absolutely no problems, and then got a Chipotle order paired with a Chipotle order. Great way to make some fast money, and when I walked in, once again, the orders were ready on time. This was a recipe for success all day long, and then I got this massive Firehouse Subs order. Again, not the kind of thing you would typically see on DoorDash, but picked it up ready on time, and when I dropped it off, I found that I was not the only person that had made a stop at this house. Okay, folks, well, we are now squarely into the dinner rush. It is 5:45, and I've stayed incredibly busy pretty much for the entire day. There's only been like one stretch where I went maybe like 5 or 6 minutes in between orders, but other than that, I've stayed incredibly busy. Thank you to DoorDash on that one. If you guys noticed, I haven't taken a GrubHub order in a very long time, and what I think I'm gonna do is get really picky on my DoorDash orders from here on out and try to focus on GrubHub a little bit more, because those are the kinds of orders where you can get $10, $15, $20 orders. Those are a lot less likely on DoorDash, and now that we are into the dinner rush, I think I could begin those GrubHub orders from here on out. So again, I might take another DoorDash order, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get some GrubHub orders, because I actually had to decline one that was like $10 to go 4 miles because I was in the middle of a DoorDash order, and that was really unfortunate. So maybe I've been missing out a little bit by not doing more GrubHub, and I'm gonna see what happens if I stick to them a little bit more. So what I can tell you right now is we've made a pretty decent amount of money up to this point. I think we're gonna make a whole lot more tonight, and I really think that $210 is well within reach, and we could break this record. So stick around to the end of the video and see if I do it. As it turns out, I am no prophet, because I actually accepted a DoorDash order right after this. The order was good, but I had to run a really long way to get to the restaurant from where I parked. It was on the busy side of town, but fortunately for me, I did get another hidden tip on this order. This was now my second workout of the day, and I was more than happy to leave it at that. Chili's was up next, and if you're an OG subscriber, you'll remember that Chili's gave me a ton of pain in my first days on DoorDash, but now they have this new curbside system where you just plug in which parking spot you're in, so I let them know that yes, I am in parking spot number 1 right next to the door, and they promised me that the food would be out in 5 minutes or less. And let me tell you what, The food was out instantly. I was super impressed with that. And not only did the food come out right away, but I actually got a huge tip on this order as well. So as the sun started setting, I felt like I was on top of the world. I accepted some more $10 orders. These were both phenomenal as well. And in fact, Papa John's had the food ready right away too. So nothing could go wrong today. And finally, to finish off the night, I accepted a DoorDash order, another DoorDash order, and an absolutely insane GrubHub order. This thing was incredible. I was so happy when it popped up. I knew this was how I was ending the night. In fact, the only thing about it was that the person who ordered this food absolutely murdered their steak. And just like that, it is the next morning. And let me tell you what, last night was insane. Honestly, that entire shift, I got order after order that I probably had no business getting. I feel incredibly fortunate to have had the shift that I had, but let me break it down for you because I know that's what you're here for, to find out exactly how much I made. So I worked for almost exactly 9 hours, from 11:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Got the lunch shift, most of the dinner shift, and kind of the in-between area that sometimes isn't so good, but last night it was great. On GrubHub, I made a total of $65.03. I obviously wasn't as busy on GrubHub as I was on DoorDash, and on DoorDash, I made $151.85, which brings us to a grand total of $216.88. Yes, we did it. That is a new personal record for the most money made food delivery in one single day. $216.88. And over a 9-hour period, that comes out to just over $24 an hour, which is phenomenal. So it was an amazing day, an amazing night. I made so much money. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to this point in the video to find out how much I made. All I would ask is that you would please like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more side hustle content. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.